Hi guys, how it's going, and welcome back to a new video. In this video, it's about uploading multiple images to Firebase using React. I did the previous video, which was last year, that I show you guys how to upload a single image to Firebase in React, and I've been receiving requests from you guys on how to upload multiple images as well. So this is that video, and I will show you how to implement the feature using a sync and a wait. So without further ado, let's now get started. Alright, so this is the code from the previous video. As you can see here, I will leave a link in the video description to go to the first part of this video. Also, I won't go in detail explaining each line of code as I did in the first one. So right here, this is the index.js inside the Firebase folder. This is the Firebase configuration. Now, because this one, it's been a year, I have already deleted all of the informations in the Firebase. I will now create a new one, and then I will replace this for you guys to see as well. So now let's come to Firebase right here. The console.firebase.com, .google.com. First create a project. And here I can just give my project a name. I'll call this as Firebase React image uploads with an S, because right here we focus on uploading multiple images. Click on next, enable this, continue, select the first one, default account for Firebase, and create project. Alright, the project is now ready. Let's click on the continue. And here we have this created. So what are we going to do? Well, we click on this web right here and just give this app a nickname. I'll just call this as Firebase images uploads, like that. Probably React as well. All right. So this one, it asks for the Firebase hosting, can just leave it like that and click on register app. And right here, we can just skip this for now and click continue to console. Okay, so here you won't be able to see anything. Let's just give this a refresh. Okay, so here it is. And now let's click on it and click on this setting icon. So now this here you can see the project name, project ID, and when you scroll down you can see the app nickname here as well. And this is the config file right here that we want. Okay, so now let's just copy everything here. Just copy that. And right here, just for now, let me just paste it down here because I want to show you something as well. So here you can see that we have, this is the previous one, right? We have the API key and everything. And now you look for this one here, the database URL. When you scroll down, this is the new one. So right now, we basically, when we first created this project, you can't see this URL at all, and that we have to manually edit. I will show you how to do that. So for the previous one, when you create this, it will come with this database URL, but not anymore. So now let me just quickly copy this one right here, and then I will show you how to get the link here. So for now, let's just get rid all of this old one, right? So this is the new one. And now let's just come back here, and what I'm going to show you, which is right here, the Firebase store database. And what we need to do, we need to create a new database. So here you can see it asks whether it's for the production or for just testing mode. Let's just start with this one here. So now let's just click on the next button, and right here you will need to select one. So right now I'm in Australia. Let's just click on this one right here. and click on the enable button. Okay, so the database has been created. Now let's click on the storage and go to the rules tab. So here we will need to edit the rules. So instead of the request.auth equal to this, we just want to set this to true. Okay, and now click on the publish. Okay, so now that's done. Click on the files, and here you can see this is the link where you can just copy this, right? Just copy that, and now let's go back here. This is where we're going to paste it. All right, so like that. So now let's just quickly save it and try to upload it using the previous code, which is uploading and allow us to upload only one image. So let's just test this out. And here you can see we have the choose file and also the upload button. Now let me just try to choose one, which is this image. And now just click on the upload button. And here you can see the image is actually uploaded. And here we also have the link as well. So let me just go to this link. And you can see the image here. Okay, so now let me just try to refresh this. And here it is, guys. We have the folder called images, and this is the file itself. All right, here it is. We have size, type, the created, and also the updated right here as well. So what I want to show you now, let me just refresh this real quick and choose file again. So right here, you might be thinking, why don't I try to just click multiple file right here, right, by pressing the control key, but it won't allow me to do that. Even with this one, I want to drag and drop, but it doesn't work at all. So right now I want to show you is to work on the code right here, turning this code into allow us to upload multiple images by clicking on the upload button only once, and it will just upload the images that we selected. Okay, so now let's just come here. First thing I want to show you is to the input file, looking at the input type right here, the type which is file. So to select multiple files, we just need to use this attribute called multiples. Let's save that and go back here. So I can just close this for now and choose files. Now it allows me to select this, right, by clicking on or pressing on the control key, or I can also drag and drop like that as well. So this is the attribute that you will need to change, which is adding the multiple here. And also I want to go to the top here and try to change this, because we're going to upload multiple images. Then just change these two images, set images, the URL, which is we will also show multiple URL as well. So let's just change that here, down here, just to change it to images. And the image here, let's just keep it for now for this one. Scroll down, let's see what else we need to change. Set URLs, images, right? Let's see what else. The URLs, yep, with an S. Just doing that for now. Let's just save it. So the image definitely not defined, but that's fine because we will need to do a loop, right? So looping this when we have multiple images. Okay, so for now, let's just add the images here as well, but then we will need to change. Line 32, right here, we need to change this back to just image But for now, to get rid all the error, just do it like that. So the next thing here is to loop through the file, right? So here, when the user click on, try to click on the choose file here, right? And when they select the images, so let's say they select these two, when we click on the open button right here, it will then try to basically storing the images. So at the moment right here, we only use the first index, which is the first image. But now we need to change this to something else, which allow us to select multiple images and storing the information there. So we'll need to use the for loop. Let's just do I equal to 0, I less than. Right here, to understand or to know the number of images, we can do something like e.target.files.length and I plus plus. So right now we can just do it here and grab everything, put it in here, and then we probably not require using this one. Let's just do const new image. We need to get the each image. So right here, just use the I, right? So if we have two images, then it will just loop through this 2 times, and we get the image, put it into this variable called new image, and then down here, let's just do I new image. We just want to use the math.random, which basically what we want to do here is to generate the random number and put it into this new property, right, called ID. So once we have that, next we want to set images with the information. So this one here, this is not required, so it's called images. We will need to use the previous state, and right here pointing to previous state, also with the new image. And now let's just save it. So what this one does, it will just try to copy the old image, and it will add a new one onto it, just like copy the old one and add a new one onto it up until the end of it. So say if we have 3, then this will just keep adding the second one and then the third one, and we just set it into the images here. Okay, so now let me just show you that. Let's just do the inspection. We have the console here. So at the moment it just set these two null. We need to also change these two, the array as well, the URL, and also with the images. Okay, so now let's just come back here and just choose files. Let's just say I choose these two. Open, and here you guys can see we have the first one and the second one, and also the ID, which you can see here. This is the random one that we added using the math.random. Okay, so now we have 2 of this. So that is the function for the handle change. Now let's just come to this part here. Okay, with the handle upload function, well, we need to loop through this, right? So it will be images, and let's just choose this as image for each image, and then we will need to put it into this and cut everything and place it inside here. Okay, so now we have images, and that moment ago I just show you that we will need to use the single one, which is the image. So this is now we need to change this back because we have the images, and then we want to loop through each one to get into the name and also the image itself. And now let's see what else we need to change. So this will be just image.name. Now we need to turn this code into using the async and await with promises. So on top here, I'll just right here out of the loop, let's just define this called promises that store as the array type, and then down here, let's just do promises or push upload task. So we want to push each task into this variable. Okay, and now let's see what else. Let's just turn this into a sync and await as well. So right here, this will be a sync, and in front of the storage, we want to use the await keyword. So now we have that set. Let's just see what else. We have this one here, the URL. So right here, this one only set first image, right? Only one image. We will need to also change this one here. Let's just do the one similar to the previous one I showed you, the previous state. And let's just do this. We need another bracket. So this will be previous state and URLs. Right here, we need to also change this to URLs. Okay, so then it just add each one to this variable and then store it inside this here. Yep, I think this should be good for this one. So this will wait until all of this finish processing. And then down here, we can just use the promise.all with the promises that store information here, right? We use that one here. And once the promises all done, successful, then we use this. Then we want to alert this saying all images uploaded, and here we want to use the catch as well to see if there's an error. So here I just want to say console log with the error. Okay, so like that. And I want to also, let's just say each or all of the URL. I want to console log that as well. So this will be URLs. All right. And next, what else that we want to update the code? So we have this here. So the URL, this one we will need to loop through each one of the URL because we want to show this on screen. If we want to do it like this, we will get an error. So let's just do the map each URL, right? And also we use the index here as well. So I want to, let's just do this one here. This will be the div. And inside here, we want to use the key to get rid of the error. And the URL, each URL here, right? So, yep. Let's just save that. And for the images, let's just test this one first to see whether it's working. Okay, so here I can just select two images, which is these two, and then click the open. Now two files selected, click on the upload button, and here we can see that all images uploaded. We can click on the OK button, and then here we can also get the URL as well, right? URL of each images. But for the image itself, it only show us one because we haven't looped through the images. So let's just click on the image here. I can see this is the first image and this is the second one, right? So here I can see it's working. Let's just check the database as well. And here it is. We have the two images which is uploaded here. So now let's just come back here, and we can also see the URL, which this is the first one, and this is the when it finish another one and add it to that, right? So this will be the second one here. Okay, so now we also have this one here, and let's just see what else we want to loop, which is the images. So this will be the images down here. Let's just turn this one using the array as well. So we want to loop the URL.map. This will be URL with the index, and we want to cut this part here and put it into here. Save that. The images here, we want to use the key property in case we see an error message. So right here, and we change this to a single URL, which will loop through each one of this. And yep, let's just save that. Should be good to go. Also, I want to set the image width as well, because right now the image is too large. So let's just do the style with the width. Let's just say 500 pixels for now. Alright, so now let's select choose files. Let's just choose these two images. Click open, uploads, and now you guys can see it is saying that all images uploaded. Click on the OK button, and then we have the image shown here. So you can see it is working. Let's just refresh this one as well. Alright, so here we have the images. And next, what I want to do, we can just turn this into like a link, right? So when user click on this, it will open in a new tab rather than just blank text. So up here we can use the a tag, which is right here. Let's just do a tag. Cut this with we use the href. So this will loop into each one of the URL. And also we want to do the target underscore blank. So when click on this URL, then it open in a new tab. Yep, like that. Let's try it again. So this time I'll choose 3 images. So let's just say, yep, these 3, 1, 2, 3, and uploads. Okay, so image is done. Click on OK, and here we have the links with the images here as well, right? 3 images. The first one, let's just do the second one, and the third one. So let's just check it out. Here, the first image, second image, and here this is the third image. Okay, so it is working. As you can see, we have turned the code here from uploading only just one image to multiple images. So now let's just quickly look at this again. We just loop through this by using the length here to understand or to know how many files have been selected, right? So we use the length. We just loop through each one of that and put it into this new image. And right here we also use the ID property, which is a new property. We just add that with the random number. So once we have that right here, it just copy the old one and add a new one each time to the set images variable right here, which is storing the array. Down here, the handle upload. So we turn this as well, so the image will loop each one of it, right? So right here we get the image name and also the image itself. So down here we push the upload task, into the promises, storing into this empty array. And down here, let's see, we use the async and also await until all of the tasks are finished. Then we just set the URL, which is previous one plus the new one. Then we set it into this variable called set URL. So when all the parentheses finish or done it work, then we just want to alert this to the user saying all images uploaded. Otherwise we show an error if in case there's an error happen. And this is we just logging to see the images and also the URL. Okay, down here we have the using the input type. So using the multiples attribute allow us to select multiple images. And down here we just looping through the URL, each URL that we have stored on top here into this variable right here. And down here we just loop the images with the set style, which is the 500 pixel, just looping each one of this. And we also use the key here as well in case we get the warning message in the console log. So yep, that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoy this video. Let me know as well whether this is really helpful or not, because I've been seeing, like I mentioned, I've been seeing a lot of requests on how to upload or turn this into uploading multiple image onto the Firebase right here, right? And also want to mention that if the image is basically the same one, it won't upload two images, it's just only using the old one. And that's all, guys. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Also subscribe to the channel and also like this video if you enjoy watching this. Until then, see you guys in the next video.